Hawks with a 5-point lead over the number 1 team in New Jersey. Hudson Catholic, once again, the number 11 team. These teams met before in the Jingle Bell Tournament on December 29th in the semifinals when Newark Eastside beat Hudson Catholic 64-57. With it here, Newark Eastside kicking it out, and the open three is knocked down for Jabril Ahmad. Jabril Ahmad now with 5 points on the day, and it's a 2-point lead.
Jabril Ahmad playing really well right now. And you talk about that game where they lost, as Nazir Barina hits another one, and you look at these players on Hudson Catholic, all of them, most of them are above 6 foot. That's insane. You have a freshman that is 6'7". You have a freshman that is 6'3". You have a freshman that is 6'1". Juniors 6'5", and that's crazy how they are that big, that quick, and they are that good at defending.
Trying to do it all himself and getting the foul called is Jabril Ahmad. Eric Santana sticking his arms out, wondering what he did on that, looking for a traveling call, and I think he might have had the case for an argument there.
Yeah, that time I didn't really see that much of a foul, to see a lot of dribbling and somebody who kind of flopped and fell to the floor. But he got the call that time, and he's not taking advantage of that by missing one of those free throws.
Taheem Burno coming in, his first minutes. Taheem Burno, the freshman guard, 5'9". As the back end is off the mark. And Hudson Catholic will bring it back up, a 4-point lead, just under 2 minutes left in the first half. With it here is the freshman guard, Taheem Burno. To the wing with it, Adam Trayor, trying to drive in the lane, kicks it out. And now they will set things back up. Trayor has it again. Trying to drive in between a few defenders, and the layup's off the mark. Long pass ahead, looking for Jabril Ahmad, knocked away, but Newark Eastside grabs it back. And Ahmad Harrison did not put the ball down first. He gets called for a travel, and Hudson Catholic will get the ball back. A little bit of a low-scoring game compared to the first one, where we were in the mid-30s at halftime.
Both teams probably watched a lot of film on each other going into this game and probably know each other's tendencies now. And this game is going to be may pick up in the second half, because most teams are known for picking up their scoring in the second half of a game. So I wouldn't expect this to last long.
Pump fake back to Barino. He wants the three. Not off the mark, hit the front iron and out. Battling for a rebound and getting called for a foul is Jabril Ahmad. He dipped his elbow and pushed off. Looked pretty obvious to me up here.
Yeah, the coach for the Red Hawks, the Red Raiders, didn't agree with that, but that was just great technique that time to get in front of the defender and keep your feet square to get the charge.
Inbound pass to Barino, and a foul will be called on Jabril Ahmad.
That's two quick ones for him.
Jabril Ahmad with 4 fouls already here in the first half. He's going to have to take a seat. He's a little hot-headed too, and coming in for him is Elijah Afalo, the senior guard, 5'7". And we saw height not really play a difference in the first game.
Yeah, especially when you talk about Jones and what Jones did for Marius in that game, especially early on, and all the small things he did. There's a lot of things you can ask about a point guard, even if you talk about Eastside or Union Catholic. But if you are able to set up your offense the right way, get people in the right position, it helps your team out way more than you expected. You don't always have to be the person who gives the 10 assists a game or the 15 points a game. But if you do the right things to set your team up, you will get your team a win.
Ball stolen, pass ahead to Barrino. He's going to take it all the way for 2. It's a 7-point game. Kicking it out to the other side, and Elijah Folo took a step before putting the ball down. It's a turnover, and now Hudson Catholic will have a chance to extend their lead right at the end of the half.
And you can see Hoffman was a little he got that look on his face after he knew his point guard traveled on that play.
Gotta get a shot off. They do. It's no good. Not probably the shot that they wanted. But at the end of the first half, Hudson Catholic has anything to be happy for with a 7-point lead over the number 1 team in New Jersey. So at the half, it's 26-19. We will be back in about 10 minutes with second half of the second game today in the Metro Classic.
We're creating tomorrow's jobs today. Kean University. Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University. Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University. Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University. have some of the finest teachers in the country. And then they graduate. Kean University. Where will the next generation of scientists come from? Right here. Kean University. We're creating tomorrow's jobs today. Kean University. Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University. Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University. Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University.
the second half of Game 2 of 6 today. Up next, we have Hunterdon Central versus St. Benedict's Prep, the number 17 team in New Jersey. Before this, we had Union Catholic beating Marist High School. But right now, we have the number 11 Hudson Catholic Hawks beating the number 1 team in New Jersey, the Newark East Side Red Raiders, by 7 at half. And starting with the ball are the Hudson Hawks.
And you look at number 11, and you wouldn't think the way Hudson Catholic plays, they would be all the way at number 11. But that just tells you how much talent Jersey has, in basketball, period. There's a lot of teams that you can count in the top 50.
Turnaround shot off the mark once again. This is Hardwood Arena on the campus of Kean University in Union. Dennis Bruzy alongside Kevin Henry will be with you for all 6 today, as that three-pointer's just pretty much put up by Akbar Hoffman, and it's short by a couple of feet. And on the other end, how many times have we seen that today, a player leave their feet?
Oh, man. That was just, you wouldn't see that from Marino a lot. That doesn't happen to him. Just this time, I guess he's shaking off, not playing for 5 minutes, I guess. Doing an up-down is just really fundamental. And that time he did just a error there, but I wouldn't expect that out of him for the rest of the game.
Foul on the floor before the drive occurred. And we have our first foul of the second half. Both teams got into foul trouble early on in the first half, including one of the bigger players, Jabril Ahmad, the point guard for the Eastside High School Red Raiders.
You can tell that he is actually paying for that, and he was upset with himself, because you can tell right now he's still on the bench. And I wouldn't expect him to get off the bench until nearly 3 minutes into this third quarter.
That ball battled for and lost, knocked out of bounds by Eastside High School, going back to Hudson Catholic's possession. 7-point lead, just under a minute and a half into the second half. Hudson Catholic trying to get even with the Newark Eastside High School after losing to them in the Jingle Ball tournament in the semifinal 64-57 on December 29th, before Newark Eastside stepped into the championship and won that. Long pass ahead with the Jamar Gilbert trying to drive the lane, and it's stripped away. Picked up by J.R. Lynch, and he's going to try and take it. The fall-away shot is well off the mark, a kind of wild shot. Now we're coming back the other way. And to the basket for 2 is Jamar Gilbert.
See, Moreno, he just kind of jogged the ball. It was a 3-on-1 fast break there, and he just tried to take it himself when he had 2 wide open teammates. And then that's why Newark Eastside just got easy 2 points there, because of a mishap or maybe a non-pass from a selfish teammate, I would say.
To the corner, taking the 3, well short. That was Eric Santana. Decent crowd on hand right now. We'll definitely have crowds later when we have some nationally ranked teams in Mount Verde Academy and St. Joseph's from Metuchen, both in the top 15 in the country, come here at 6:30. And right before that at 5, we have 2 of the best in New Jersey in the Life Center Academy and Pope John the 13th.
I had a privilege of watching that Mount Verde Academy game, and that team, I can tell you, is they're a special thing to watch, especially the seniors. They have 6 players going Division I or getting scouted for Division I teams right now. All of them in double digits, and one player in Pacific, Ben Simmons, almost a double-double and rebounding and in points. So it's going to be a special game to watch.
Easy layup there with the left hand for Ahmad Harrison, and it's a 3-point game. Let's hear Barino bringing it up. Team leader with 11 points. Now with the J.R. Lynch. J.R. Lynch, one of the better point scorers on this Hudson Catholic team. Swung to the opposite corner. driving with the left hand. Off the mark, put back up and in. Sammy Friday. 5-point lead for Hudson Catholic. Newark East side. Driving the lane, kicking it out, and the shot is off the mark. That's a dual Lewis, who is held to 4 points so far. Wild layup off the mark, and the putback is in again for Friday.
Sammy Friday after a good start in the second half. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 putbacks. He's playing good right now for his team.
Sammy Friday also one of the big reasons why the leading scorer for East Side, Abdul Lewis, is limited to 4. And we will get a foul call down low on Hudson Catholic. It'll be Newark ball.
Yeah, Abdul Lewis not playing a good game right now. He's been checking up a lot of shots. And all the shots that he shot, except the last one at the 3-point arc, was contested by either 1 or 2 players.
Knocking down that 3 is Akbar Hoffman, who leads the team with 9 points. The lead is cut to 4 with 3:34 remaining in the third quarter. Hudson Catholic holding on with a 4-point game. So Hudson Catholic taking full advantage of the starting point guard Jabril Ahmad being on the bench, forcing many outside jump shots. Jabril Ahmad, one of the main reasons all season why they were able to get the ball down low and inside with his incredible passing. As Hudson Catholic will set up their offense here. J.R. Lynch with it. Nasir to the corner. Shot is short, and the rebound goes skyward to Ahmad Harrison.
I like what the Red Raiders are doing right now. That 2-3 defense should force a lot of missed jump shots. Hudson Catholic has gotten a lot of points inside, so this 2-3 defense is there to stop it.
Nice steal there by Sammy Friday, still playing good defense, splitting a couple of defenders and taking it to the basket. The layup off the mark. Nasir Barino will go to the line for 2. These will be his 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He loves going to the line. He's made a living off it all season, leading the team in free throw shooting, free throw percentage, and free throw attempts.
Yeah, he's no stranger at the line, and he's made a lot of big free throws for these teams late in game situations when this team had been down in a couple games in the mid-season around January, as he missed ones there, though.
East side will bring it back up, down by 5. The closest they've been since the first half is a 4-point game just before that last free throw went in. Akbar Hoffman going one-on-one, trying to take it in tough, and the shot almost fell for him. Nonetheless, he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this Hudson Catholic schedule. Most of the teams that they had, they blew out. Hoboken 100-34, McNair 79-30, McNair again 83-22. They haven't been in a lot of situations where they had to be in tight games, but the only tight game they probably had was against St. Mary's of Elizabeth and this East Side team. Let's see how Hudson Catholic, I want to see how they do in pressure moments, because that's what defines great teams. It's easy to blow out a team that's 4-11, but when you're in the fourth quarter and you have 2 minutes left and it's a 4-point game, what do? Do you still make those shots? Do you still hit those free throws? And do you still play good defense? So it's going to be interesting to see the fourth quarter.
Newark Eastside in their first 11 games only had 2 decided within 10 points. One, how about this impressive win? 73-15 over Montclair High School.
Wow.
That's very impressive regardless. And I'm not sure if I'm more happy for Newark Eastside or, more concerned for Montclair State High School.
Montclair State High School, they're usually known for being a decent or good a school. So them only scoring 15 points in 4 quarters is astounding, and that's a great accomplishment. But that was a night. Oh, wow.
Fadeaway shot going in off the glass for Akbar Hoffman. He's got 4.
Wow, that was off balance. Turn around. Had to spot up. He scored his body. That was a nice shot. That caught me off guard in the middle of my sentence.
Excuse me, Akbar Hoffman actually has the team leading 13 points on the day. And the straightaway 3 knocked down by the other leading scorer, Nasir Barino. He has 15, and it's back to a 4-point lead for Hudson Catholic. 1:05 remaining, and a timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
We have some of the finest teachers in the country. And then they graduate. Kean University. Where will the next generation of scientists come from?
Back here with 1:05 remaining in the third quarter. 34-30 lead for Hudson Catholic. They've been ahead for pretty much the majority of the game and haven't looked back, hanging on to about a 4 to about 8-point lead the entire way.
Eastside just needs to get some stops. I mean, every time they get close, it's not their scoring that's hurting them. It's this keeping McNair or Barino in check, but they can't do that.
Blocking foul called down low on Eric Santana. And he had a little bit of a disappointing face. Didn't look like he agreed with the call, and I'm not sure I did either.
We've seen it today, and I saw it a little bit yesterday watching these games. Referees got a lot of calls wrong or mistaken. It's just been, I feel like these referees need to do a better job, especially when you're right under the player. You see the play developing, so you should know what the right call is. But a lot of them are just getting them wrong, and it's going to hurt teams throughout today.
Abdul Lewis might just be off today. He just missed a wide open layup. He's stuck at 4 right now. 4 points on the day for him. 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Hudson Catholic will hold probably for the last shot and try and extend their lead. Jabril Ahmad still on the bench after having his fourth foul called at the end of the second quarter. Ball swung to the corner. 5 seconds left now. Trying to get a shot off. It's tipped. And nothing will happen at the end of the half that Hudson Catholic had hoped for. Abdul Lewis playing good defense in the corner, and it'll be a 3-point game in favor of the Hudson Catholic Hawks going into the fourth quarter. 34-31. We'll be right back.
Kean University.
Back here with the fourth quarter, it's a 34-31 lead for Hudson Catholic. The Hawks seem to have the entire offense for the number 1 team in New Jersey, the East Side Red Raiders, out of whack here as that shot is off the mark, falling to the ground. While taking it was J.R. Lynch, and he has it back now after the offensive rebound. Kicking it around with it, Barino has 15 on the day, leads the team in points scored.
And you can see the defensive switch. Even though they're in the 2-3, they have Hoffman on Moreno's side.
Little hesitation leads to the open pass. Adam Traore will add 2 to his now 10 points.
I'm telling you, Adam Traore is fourth quarter. There's been a lot of games where Traore has turned up in the fourth quarter, as is a steal right there.
Fast break the other way, and slamming it down is Sammy Friday. Sammy Friday extending the lead to 7. And how about this Hudson Catholic team?
Oh, playing good defense and showing, that they can do good in tight situations right now. East Side needs their scorers to step up.
Corner 3 rims out. Battling for the ball on the floor, a couple of players. It's knocked loose, and Barino comes away with it. He's going to move with it now, and Barino's going to try and take it all the way, and the shot gets blocked on the way up.
I'm telling you, Abdul Lewis needs to show something soon.
Oh, he tried to show something there. Going up and getting fouled hard to the ground by Sammy Friday. Almost a statement made by Friday saying, get out of here.
Sammy Friday has stepped up to the challenge today and is not afraid of Abdul Lewis. Abdul Lewis is just, I'm afraid to say it, but I'm sorry. He's playing a little soft right now. He's playing a little soft, and Sunny Friday, strong body is just keeping Abdul Lewis out of there. Abdul Lewis only has his 5th point of the day hitting that free throw.
Well under his average of 14.2 points a game. He also averages 12 and a half rebounds, so he averages a double-double. He's one of the better players and one of the bigger players in the state. Really just shut down by Sammy Friday today as his second one is off the mark. Oh, and a foul is called over the back.
Both teams really fighting for these rebounds. This is the 5th time we see both of them falling on the floor trying to grab the ball for their team. It's great to see.
Fourth quarter already a little bit more physical, and another quick foul called on Ahmad Harrison. Ahmad Harrison with his second and third within a few seconds of each other.
Well, I kind of agree with that last one there. See, he tried to switch his hips and kind of pushed off there.
And with it here is J.R. Lynch bringing it up. Lynch with 5 points on the day.
I kind of wonder what these zones are doing. You see McNair or the Red Raiders switch back to a 1-3.
Floater in the lane off the mark, grabbed by the big man Abdul Lewis, and it's pushed ahead to the corner and back to the wing. Slowing it down is Akbar Hoffman. And he's going to put a few moves on. Step back for the jumper. Well off the mark, going up for the rebound is Traore. Lynch coming the other way. And Barino will have it and set up the offense with 5:15 remaining in the final quarter of Game 2 today. We have 6 on the schedule. It's a 6-point lead for Hudson Catholic over the number 1 team in this state, the East Side Red Raiders.
And you see here, they kind of switch back to this 1-3-1. And that's nice defense right there.
Coming back the other way, Ahmad Harrison to the basket. Count it. Talk about a big shot.
And you think that his confidence was going to go down after getting those 2 fouls, but that was a big shot. Big shot right there. Now he's going to go to the line for one more.
The Hudson Catholic bench, including head coach Nick Marinello, wanted a call on that one, a little bit of a physical play. He's actually talking to the ref right now about it. But nonetheless, the back end of a 3-point play coming up when we get back after this quick timeout break. So Newark East Side, after being down for the majority of the game, trying to battle back in these last 5 minutes. The back end of the 3-point play for Akbar Hoffman.
Both teams have not been in a lot of, tight games. So this is a test for both of them to see how both of them play, late down stretches. I think Hudson Catholic just needs to keep their composure and keep knocking down shots because they've been doing a good job of hitting a couple jump shots in the last couple possessions.
J.R. Lynch with it, putting a few moves on, kicks it to the corner. Settling for the jump shot. That one rims out, getting his own rebound. And that one's off the mark. That was Saber. What an effort. But nothing to show for it, and it'll go back to Eastside.
And I'm telling you, this 1-3-1 defense it's doing wonders for North Eastside. Since they switched it out 1-3-1, Hudson Catholic hasn't gotten many shots off, or many good shots. Oh, Lewis just misses another one, and another.
Battling for it, though. He gets it back, puts it up, and he gets the foul called.
Lewis is going through a tough day right now, and I'm pretty sure his motivation right now is down, but he's going to have to keep playing. I'm pretty sure a lot of star players have gone through this day where they haven't hit a lot of shots. And this is really killing his team. But if he can hit these 2 free throw shots, he put his team in 1.
He's got the first of 2. This is the closest they've been since around halftime. Hudson Catholic doing a great job of being resilient all day, keeping their composure against the number 1 team in the state and holding their lead. But now it's a 1-point game in the last 4 minutes, and anything can happen. Nasir Barino with the ball. Back on the floor is Jabril Ahmad playing defense on him. Has to be careful. Many players on the court, 4 of them with 4 fouls. Sammy Frade, one of the defensive players of the game, if not the defensive player of the game, kicks it out, and falling down, a travel will be called on Safi Sabur.
Safi Sabur kicking himself there, probably wants that one back after he just kind of slipped off of his own 2 feet there. Not sure if there was something wrong with the floor or he just got tangled up there, but either way, Eastside's going to get the ball with a chance to take the lead now.
The Metro Classic coming from the campus of Kean University in Union, New Jersey. A few moves put onto the basket. That's off the mark. Ahmad Harrison wanted it bad. And just again, the Newark Eastside Red Raiders cannot grab the lead.
It's always just slipping right out of their hands. Every time they're about to get there, something happens that's keeping them from getting it.
The junior guard, Nasir Barino, bringing it all the way back out, trying to slow things down. 2:45 remaining in game number 2 of 6 today. Barino sees a lane. He takes it off the mark. Offensive rebound grabbed and a foul down low.
Coach doesn't like that call there. But Northeast Side only has 4 fouls. I don't think that was a shooting foul. Yeah, so they still have a chance to, get this ball back. Just keep playing defense. This is a test for Northeast Side. You had a lid on the rim for Lewis, and you had a couple shots that haven't gone your way. You keep battling, and just keep playing hard, and see if they can take the lead back.
Driving the lane, kicking it out. Lynch wants the 3. It rims out. The ball's tipped, and now it's taken by Eastside, pushing the way to the low block. Hoffman puts it up for the layup, and it's a 1-point lead for the first time in a while.
Hoffman showing up today, showing why he's the leading scorer. Under 2 minutes. This is going to be an interesting game. I said this is going to come down to the 4th quarter.
It's taking to the last 2 minutes to decide this one. A 1-point lead for the number 1 team in the state. Hudson Catholic trying to go 1-1 against them this season, and an offensive foul will be called.
Great play. I can't tell you how good Ahmad Harris is playing right now in this 4th quarter. Oh, and this doesn't agree with the ref there. But of course, both sides wants to win.
Some of the fans screaming for a technical. Right now, Nick Marinello is out near half court. Swinging it the other way, holding the ball is Akbar Hoffman. Abdul Lewis with it.
Lewis has been out, so I would think give the ball either to Hoffman or give the ball to Harrison. Let them go to work. They've been doing good on the defenders so far.
A timeout will be called by Newark Eastside High School, who clings to the 1-point lead coming up on the final minute of game 2. A timeout on the floor. We will be right back. And back here in the final minute and 12 seconds, Newark Eastside holds possession of the ball. Their star player Abdul Lewis being outshined today by his teammate Akbar Hoffman, who has 16 points. Nearly the 5-second violation. The ball's loose, and now they'll call a backcourt violation. Probably not what Hudson Catholic would have wanted there. They're lucky that Abdul Lewis, they're very unlucky that Abdul Lewis did not, that touched up that backcourt violation.
Oh, man. Lewis, man, he's having a bad day right now, but he has to keep playing.
And we have a 60-second timeout on the floor. A 1-point lead. Hudson Catholic with the ball back with a chance to take the lead. And back here with the last minute and 7 seconds, Hudson Catholic trying to regain the lead, which they possess most of the game. It's J.R. Lynch with it.
Give the ball to Nazir Barreno, or give the ball to Adam Trior.
Trying the long jump shot, that's off the mark. The ball's tipped for and now battled for by a couple of players on the floor. What are they going to say? It's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow favoring Newark Eastside.
Oh, they're lucky there. 44 seconds left. Eastside 17-1. Up by 1. And Hudson Catholic, they need this win. They're holding on to a slim lead in their standings right now. So, actually, both teams need this win. But, I'm pretty sure this would mean more to Hudson Catholic, because I feel like they're being not respected. Even though they are ranked number 11, you'd think they would be ranked higher for the way they played this season and how they've blown out teams.
After the quick foul on the inbound pass, going to the line is Jabril Ahmad, who's been on the bench for most of the game. We're going to get a quick stoppage in play here. It'll be a substitution timeout. Each team will get 30 seconds. We'll stay right here.
You look at this game, and it's just been all that it was made out to be. This has been highly anticipated since these two played before. Metro Classics, and all these great teams come together and head-to-head top teams in jerseys are playing. And, Hudson Catholic, this is grind time right here, especially you're in foul trouble. And Newark Eastside has done a good job of staying out of foul trouble this whole game. So let's see if Hudson Catholic can just stay composed in this last 43 seconds and knock down a couple shots. You see them bringing in their three-point shooters now.
So front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Going back to the last possession for Hudson Catholic, a jump shot from the arc is probably not what you wanted from your 6'5" senior forward, Safi Sabur, but nonetheless, here we are. They trail by 2, and they have a chance to tie or take the lead. Nasir Barreno, their junior guard, bringing it up, and he'll slow it down. 35 seconds remaining. Barreno putting a couple moves on, looking for something to do with it.
Good D by Hoffman. Good D.
Marino gets a couple of picks and falls to the floor. He lost the ball, coming the other way and holding on to it for a split second and throwing it back to his teammate. Abdul Lewis calls a timeout with 13 and a half seconds remaining.
What good play by Hoffman. What a good play. Showing why he's the team leader in points in every other category.
It'll be a full timeout for Newark Eastside, who holds on to a 2-point lead and has possession of the ball. We'll be right back.
We're creating tomorrow's jobs today. Kean University. Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University. Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University.
Back here, for those wondering why the timeout was a little bit longer than it should have been. Both teams back-to-back called a 1-minute timeout. And the inbound pass will come in here. Struggling to get it in, though, and the ball's loose on the floor. And it's a backcourt violation.
Wow. Back and forth, back and forth. This game is going down to the wire. I want Hudson Catholic to show me something here. Let's see what they're going to do. There's another timeout has been called.
And it's a much needed one of a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Kevin, if you're Nick Marinello, what are you telling your team? What shot do you want to tie or win this game?
I would tell them to go for the tie right now. You know, you got basically Hoffman on you. You have Harrison on you. I would give it down low, or I would try to get the ball inside. But then again, you know, Eastside has been playing this 1-3-1 defense, defensive zone, and it's been hurting Hudson Clanford. So I would honestly just call an ISO and let Marino go to work. You know, I mean, he's been your leading scorer. He's been leading your team this whole year. Trust him with the ball in your hand. Let's see what he can do.
Well, it is one of the last games of the season before the state tournament. Both of these teams are guaranteed a spot in it. But this can severely hurt and help either one of these teams with a win here today.
They put their best inbounder in at the top. They get the ball to Detroit.
Oh, that quick foul right off the inbound, but Newark Eastside's not even close to foul trouble. That's their 5th team foul. They still have a couple more to give. And with 11.2 left, another inbound pass is coming. They get it in. Traore will try driving, kicks it out to the corner, and that shot is swatted away.
Hoffman. Sir Hoffman is closing this game out like the superstar he is.
4.8 left, and now Newark Eastside wants to talk things over. After the block, it's a 2-point lead. And for another 30-second timeout, we'll stay here. So now, Kevin, after that tremendous block by Akbar Hoffman, what do you think of doing now?
Oh, brother, I told you, Hoffman has just been playing good defense.
Because, I got to be honest, I'm a little intimidated being up here by Akbar Hoffman right now.
Akbar Hoffman has been playing mean game this whole game. And you would think he was Dean Moreno, but then, he shows that he can be in two places at once. And I knew that they would probably maybe give the ball to Serrano on the edge, because he is one of your best three-point shooters. But that was a nicely drawn-up play, but Hoffman just sniffed that out the whole time.
I got to be honest, I was not expecting the three-point attempt. I was expecting the down low, like you said, down low inside game. Worst comes to worst, maybe you'll draw a foul, get a couple of free throws out of it. Free throws are not the worst thing in the world right now, obviously.
Oh, my gosh. But with Lewis not stepping up, Hoffman has been taking over this game. And if Eastside were to lose on this buzzer beater, or this game was going to overtime, it would be a huge momentum boost for Hutchinson.
And here we go, 4.8 remaining. The inbound pass comes in. Barrino has it. Barrino gets fouled with 3.2 left. And now, interesting enough, if another foul is called, it'll be a 1-and-1. And if you get the hands inside if you get the ball into the hands of Barrino, he's been almost solid gold all year from the free throw line.
Guys, if you were watching that play, Troyer was wide open for a three. And he has saved his team twice in the fourth quarter before. So I wouldn't mind him taking the last shot. Especially if you know they're going to double team Moreno. Troyer is going to be wide open. And I think a lot of people are kind of sleep on this junior.
Now because of this, we get a quick substitution timeout. Coming in is Taj Price. This will be the junior's first minutes in a long time, but the reason why he's out there is because he's one of the best defenders on this team, really. He's not known as much of an offensive player. He puts up the rebounding stats and the steal stats, the stats that you don't see. But with 3.2 seconds left, here we go. Inbound pass to Barrino. He gets fouled from behind, and he'll go to the line for two by none other than your man, Akbar Hoffman.
Oh, man. Hoffman, he's let me down. I would let him take that foul. That's fine. He was trying to make a good play, but Moreno, and Hoffman have been going at it the whole game. It's still 1.7 seconds left. This is what basketball is all about, man.
Pressure cooker and at the line answering the call with the first one is Nasir Barrino.
You're the superstar of the team. You better hit these two. The ball, you're in the hot seat right now if you miss this one.
Nasir Barrino at the line trying to tie the game. And he's got it. Kind of second-guessed himself there running after it. And with 1.5 left, the long pass ahead is knocked away by who other than Nasir Barrino. So after a game where Hudson Catholic was ahead for most of the time, they had a battle back at the end with a couple of big free throws. And we are going to overtime, tied at 40 in game number 2. We'll be right back with the start of overtime. And back here with the start of overtime in game number 2 of 6 today. Once again, Dennis Bruzy alongside Kevin Henry coming to you live from the campus of Kean University in Union, New Jersey. It's been a good one all day since between the number 1 and number 12 team in the state of New Jersey, and it's about to get even better. The tip-off goes back, and it's 1 to Adam Trayor.
And this is probably the best game I have probably seen. I think this might beat out the Mount Vernon game against Roselle Catholic that I saw last night. This is on top. Oh, and there's a steal.
And with it is Ahmad Harrison taking it 1-on-2 and putting it in. The first points of overtime belong to Harrison, and Newark has the 2-point lead. With it now is Nasir Barino, the man who hit the 2 big free throws at the end of the game to send this to overtime. He gives it to Patrick Sterzela. Patrick Sterzela seeing his first few minutes. He's a freshman, standing at 6'3". Barino given a little bit of room, and he knocks down the open jumper. He's so good at running, squaring himself to the basket off the shot, off of a pick.
I'm telling you, back and forth, Barino and Hoffman have been going. They're D'ing each other right now. Hoffman with 16, Barino with 18. This is interesting to watch.
Akbar Hoffman taking it to the wing, now to the baseline, and an offensive foul will be called on Akbar Hoffman. Taking the charge for this Hudson Catholic team was Adam Trayor.
Before you know it, this game is already a minute and a half in. And I hope both teams are taking note of how much time is on the clock, because they're going to have, they need some big buckets here. I think whoever shoots the first 3 might take this game.
Many players on both of these teams in foul trouble, taking it to the lane and putting it high off the glass with the left hand is Trayor. It's a 2-point lead now for Hudson Catholic. Back and forth we go.
Trayor has had a quiet day, quiet 10 points, but he's in double digits for his team now.
Gilbert with it, slowing things down. 2 minutes in, 2 minutes left. Akbar Hoffman has it on the wing. Swings it up top to Taj Price. And taking it to the middle is Harrison, looking down low for the big man who gets the basket. Count it. That's Abdul Lewis, who's been quiet all day. Now with just his 7th point of the afternoon.
That's right. You just got to keep playing through adversity, man. You've seen a lot of people going through days like this where, you are maybe the star scorer, and you don't score that much. But as long as you keep playing hard, diving for the balls and doing the little things, you're helping your team out. And you got an and one here.
Trying to take the lead is Abdul Lewis from the free throw line, and he does. A minute 44 remaining, and it's a 1-point lead for Newark Eastside High School, the Red Raiders. 17-1 on the season, 6-0 on neutral court. Beating this Hudson Catholic team in the Jingle Bell Tournament on December 29th. Down low, going up and getting fouled is Adam Trayor. He has not been afraid to take it to the basket with every single point besides the jump shot that Nasir Barino knocked down in overtime for this Hudson Catholic team.
And with Trayor in double digits now, that makes Hudson Catholic, he misses one there. Now he has a chance to tie. But with him in double digits, now Hudson Catholic has 4 players in double figures, as opposed to Red Raiders who only have 3.
Trayor knocks down the back end of the 2, and we are tied at 45. And for the first time, it feels like somebody's walking the ball up. Jamar Gilbert has it. He gets it to his teammate Harrison. A nice switch on defense there, and almost coming away with the steal. Now driving, looking down low, and has his man. That's Taj Price.
And that was a nice find for Harrison, as he was about to give up the ball and passes it to an open teammate.
Last minute of play Now down to 50 seconds. 2-point lead for Newark East. Floater in the lane by Barrino goes wild, and an offensive board grabbed by Sammy Friday, and they're going to call a jump ball. Excuse me, one of the refs got overruled. They're going to call a holding foul down low, and Sammy Friday will now go to the line for two. How about the play of Sammy Friday all day long?
Not afraid to go up for the ball. Not afraid at all. Just battle in each possession he gets. You know, he's not scoring. As soon as he gets an offensive board, he'll put it back or he'll pass it to a teammate.
Couple of crucial free throws here. He's short on one of them. Sammy Friday has struggled from the line all year, as many big men do. He misses both of them. The ball is tipped up and battled for again, and this time it'll be a jump ball. The possession arrow favoring Newark East. High.
I thought Trayor had that ball there. I thought it was going to be a head ball going to Hudson Catholic, but I guess I was wrong.
The inbound pass goes to the middle, nearly losing it, but getting it to Ahmad Harrison with the long pass, and a foul will be called. 30.8 left, and now going to the line for two is Akbar Hoffman with a chance to make it a two-possession game. And with 30 seconds left, that will be huge for the Newark East Side Red Raiders.
This Hoffman's starting to show what he has now.
He makes the first of the two. Newark East Side finishing atop their league in the Super Essex American Conference. The best in the New Jersey Division North 2 Group 3 conference. He misses one of them, and the ball is tipped out by Abdul Lewis, and now 29.6 seconds left. It's still a one-possession game.
And you don't need a three here. Don't just get the best value available shot. Don't go for any contested threes, and don't do any mistakes.
With it, Nasir Barrino. He's been the big man all day for them. Looking for the corner three. That one's off the mark.
Didn't need that three.
And now they have to foul, unless they can get a backcourt violation. Nearly getting it. But Eric Santana will draw the foul after missing the corner three.
They brought in number 20, Patrick Sazala, the freshman, because he's a good three-point shooter, but with 29 seconds left, you didn't need a three there. You could have just gotten the best available shot, but they took an early shot, they took a risk, and it didn't pay off that time. And now it's a two-possession game.
And with these free throws, most likely sealing the deal. 12 seconds left. It's going to be hard to get a good possession out of this. Barrino will bring it up. He kicks it out to the side, trying the long three is Lynch, and he banks it in with 5.9 remaining. So wow. It's not over after all.
These teams, man, going back and forth. That was a clutch shot.
So with 5.9 remaining, a timeout on the floor. We will stay right here because it is such a crucial moment in overtime. A 2-point lead for the number one team in the state, the Newark Eastside Red Raiders. And what are you saying to your team in the huddle?
Well, if I was the Red Raiders, honestly, you know that they're going to foul you to get to the foul line. So it all depends on who gets the ball in the hand on the inbounds. You know, I'm pretty sure that Hudson Catholic is going to try to double team Hoffman, try to make sure he doesn't get the ball, so you're going to put your best defender on him on that inbound, and they're going to probably try to force a turnover.
If I'm Ben, I'm trying to get the ball in the hands of Abdul Lewis because he struggled from the free throw line the entire day, and it seems like he's almost a head case today, only with 7 points, about half the average that he gets per game. I mean, you're going to have to close on him fast because he can get rid of the ball really quickly to a point guard. And, you know, if you can run with it, you might just be able to run out the time. I've seen that plenty of times.
Yeah, Lewis's head hasn't been in the game this whole time on the court. He's been somewhere else. He's struggling right now, but if he were to get the ball and hit these free throws, that would probably be one of the biggest plays of the game.
5.9 remaining in the fourth and in overtime here. Inbound pass goes, and a foul will be called in the corner. Now going to the line is Akbar Hoffman, the one man you did not want going to the line. However, he did miss a big free throw before.
But, with that free throw missed, it kind of, actually, they kind of wasted a second off of that clock. They tried to get the ball out of Hoffman's hand first. They could have had 4 seconds left on the clock instead of 3.
Hoffman knocks down the first, and if he makes a second, it's pretty much good game. 3.3 remaining. Hoffman trying to make it a 2-possession game, and he does. 52-48. Barino will take one last half-court shot. And it actually almost went in, which would have been a nice way to end the game for them. But at the end of game 2, it took overtime to decide it, but the number 1 team in the state prevails. The Newark Eastside High School Red Raiders beats for the second time this year the Hudson Catholic High School Hawks. 52-48 in overtime. We will be back with games 3, 4, 5, and 6, taking us all the way to about 8:30 tonight. Once again, I'm Dennis Bruzzi, Kevin Henry. We'll see you in a little bit.
We're creating tomorrow's jobs today. Kean University. Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University. Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University. Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University. We have some of the finest teachers in the country. And then they graduate. Kean University. Where will the next generation of scientists come from? Right here. Kean University. creating tomorrow's jobs today. Kean University. Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University. Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University. Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University. We have some of the finest teachers in the country. And then they graduate. Kean University. Where will the next generation of scientists come from? Right here. Kean University.
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof.
And we are back for our third game of the 6 games that we have today. The third game features St. Benedict's Prep and Hunter Don Central. St. Benedict's Prep comes in at the season 18-4. Hunter Don Central is only 7-11. St. Benedict's Prep last year played in the national championship game where they lost to Mount Verdi on a buzzer beater. Features some top talent in that team. D'Angelo Russell played that game. Tyler Ennis, who plays Syracuse now, was in that game. And St. Benedict's Prep now, not once where they were, but they are still one of the top teams in Jersey. As Hunter Don comes into this game trying to throw off this team. I am Kevin Henry here with Dennis Bruzy. And Dennis Bruzy, what do you see when you watch this game?
Well, I see the high school that J.R. Smith played at, your former high school, and I know who you're rooting for in this game. You could be honest with me.
Of course. St. Benedict's, I hope St. Benedict's wins this game, but I'm not going to root Hunter Don Central out at all. They steals the ball, and there's a dunk on the play, and it's 4-0 up early St. Benedict's.
It's the benefit of working with you, Kev. Nobody else could have seen you just stand up and get excited when you threw the ball down.
Of course. Good thing. Oh, and there's another dunk on the play. As we watch this game and think St. Benedict's Prep is going to be up early, but Hunter Don Central just needs to calm down early and work around the zone. This is a nice pass right behind the back. Block, stole back, and the ball's going to stay with Hunter Don Central.
That was one of the most beautifully timed backdoor cuts I have ever seen. The ball was out of his hands and halfway there before he even left to go to the spot.
That's right. This comes with experience. Both of those players were both seniors on the team and played together for 4 years. But, when you watch a great team like St. Benedict's Prep play, it's crazy to see that they have lost 5 games. Most of those games have been by less than 3 points, and you think that they will play against the Mount Verde again in the national championship in a couple weeks.
Yeah, 100 and coming in at 7-11. Just a tough year for them. They're just a small team. Size goes a lot in all sports, and it proves it here. I mean, one of their tallest players is only 5'11".
You know, watching this game, Hunterdon Central has a lot of sophomores and freshmen playing on the team right now. So they are a young team. So you would think 7-11 is a good record for a team that's so young playing at a varsity level.
Hey, they're only going to get better. I mean, that's the advantage of playing together for 4 years. And I mean, if you play on the same high school team, odds are you played on some of the smaller teams, whether it be in rec, travel, you know, even if it's just a pickup game at a local basketball court. I mean, if you play together, you build chemistry and you just get better every game.
Hunterdon has their best scorer, Dezen Winsky, has 274 points, which is about 14.1 points per game on the season as he's making the start today. And he has yet to get on the board as St. Benedict's is up 4-0.
Yeah, and their leading rebounder, I mean, you can see how their height hurts them. Their leading rebounder is only in the 20s on the season. I mean, they're a well-diverse team defensively and on the boards, and they really just it's a tough life to live if you're not a big team.
Hunterdon has had some disappointing losses this season, but also some good wins this season as they beat Monroe 42-41 in the thriller, and they also beat Immaculata 59-54. And those 2 games they were expected to lose. So Hunterdon is a team that knows what it feels like to be behind and come back and win games. As the ball is up top of the arc right now, Hunterdon passing it around. Patrick with the ball in his hand, which passes it to McNeil, who loses the ball, and St. Benedict's is going to take this up the court. Oh, and there's a pass from half court, and as Martinez Quesabicious with the score and the finish, and the game is 6-0 right now.
I'll tell you what, Hunterdon is one of the most resilient teams I've ever seen in high school basketball. I mean, they lose 4 out of their last 5, they win their next 2. They lose 1 by 30 points, they win their next 3. I mean, they just bounce back as a team. And, you know, for a team that's lost 5 in a row, coming into this game, I mean, this is a way to prove that you're going to be worthwhile in the next coming years.
That's right. I mean, even though they have a below 500 record, you do look at these games and the way they win these games and the way they fight back after short leads, and you're freshmen playing against seniors, and you just wonder, like, this team is going to be something in about a year or 2, as they hit a 3 and they're down by 3 now with 4:31 remaining in this first quarter. As a shot was put up, nice shot by Jess Dersowick, their leading scorer, and he's on the board now. Benedict's coming back down the floor. Layup shot, that's good. Kamar McKnight with the shot. And now the lead is 8-5. Oh, and there's a nice back door. Finds his man. Oh, another nice pass. 3-pointer, good. And
he's feeling it.
That's Jeff Dersowick again, their leading scorer. Now this game is 8-8.
You call him a leading scorer for a reason. You put the ball in his hands, he puts it in the hoop.
Known for shooting a lot of threes and making half of them. You know, he comes in at 41. Dersowick again for 3 off the mark. Rebound Benedict's taking up the floor right behind the back. Nice pass, and that's now layup. And that's Kamar McKnight, and he has his 4th point of the game.
Tell you what, if that pass is a line drive, Dersowick would have had his hand on it, and that's the only reason why they went for the alley-oop.
Dersowick coming into this game, you know, the leading scorer and also the leading assist man on the team. senior, and Huntington Central is going to call a 30-second timeout with the ball. St. Benedict's up by 2, and we'll be back after this break. So after that quick timeout, Huntington Central will get the ball back, only down by 2. 3 minutes, 7 seconds left in this game. Both teams trying to improve their record. As there's a 3 shot in and out, rebounded by St. Benedict's, and freshman Trayvon Duval takes the ball up.
Huntington's a team that loves to shoot the 3, but when it's not going for them, they really struggle, and that's why you've seen them constantly this season score in the mid-30s or low 40s.
As St. Benedict's Eli Kane shoots a 3, doesn't go for them. Rebounded Huntington Central. There's a shot taken way off the mark, and St. Benedict's is out and running now. It's a 3-on-3. Nice backdoor pass, and up and in. And that's Martinez Quesabicious once again with his 3rd and 4th point of the night.
They're so good in transition. Jonathan Williams, with his ball handling ability, is so good in transition. He's so fast and makes his decisions so smart.
As St. Benedict steals the ball and take it back to their point. And Trayvon Duval with a floater up and in. It's 14-8. A minute 43 left in this first quarter.
Tell you what, Huntington needs a switch to zone defense. They can't keep up, man.
As they try another 3 there, and it's off the mark. Duval takes it himself, gets his own rebound. St. Benedict's Kane for 3, in and out again. And rebounded by Huntington Central as they try to pass it up early. Almost. Oh, nice move.
Nice.
Really nice move.
Splitting a couple defenders and making it look easy with the underhanded layup, just finger rolling it off the glass and in. He's got 7 points. He's playing unbelievable right now.
Goes right behind, right past the defender, right past the screen, and lays it up, showing that he can do more than just shoot a 3. St. Benedict's will come back with the ball under a minute. Duval for 3, off the mark, rebound by Martinez, and the ball's going to stay with the Gray Bees as they lay the ball up.
They're going to have to slow it down and play a half-court offense there. I mean, St. Benedict's just going to run the ball. I mean, they've proven the entire first half that they can move the ball in transition and get points easily while moving the ball with a quick pace. And you know, for Huntington to stay in this one and possibly win it, they're going to have to slow the game down a lot.
And there's a 3 way off the mark. 2 seconds left. 1 second. Duval a 3, and that one hits back of the iron. And that's the end of the first quarter. St. Benedict's up by 6, and we'll be back after this break. First half action here. St. Benedict's versus Huntington Central, our third game in the Metro Classics. And St. Benedict's is up early 16-10 as Huntington Central has the ball to start the second quarter. As they try to work the ball. Oh, another nice inside pass, but you can't handle the bounce pass inside. And St. Benedict's will get the ball back.
Yeah, McKnight did a great job that time. He got beat badly on the first backdoor cut, but that time he was able to recover and get an arm in there to tip the ball away a little bit.
Oh, and Carl Brown is going to come off of an illegal screen, and Huntington Central is going to get the ball right back.
You're allowed verticality. The second that you lean, even if it's a slight bit, stick out a leg, stick out a knee, whatever, a hip, the second you lose that vertical appeal, then you're going to get called for that every time. Easy call for the official right in front of him.
St. Benedict's coming into this game after losing to St. Peter's at home, who will be playing later in this game. Oh, that's another three hit.
They're so good at hitting three-pointers when they are on.
That's John Patrick with a three-pointer, and now Huntington Central's within three. As St. Benedict's misfire, get their own rebound, and then Martinez is going to be going to the line. You look at the standings, Huntington Central all the way down at the bottom right now, but we do talk about how many freshmen they have on their varsity team and how they are going to be maybe a team to watch out for in a year or two. You know, but they will be losing their leading scorer, Jess Dersowick, after this year. You know, and there's going to have to be players that step up because he's the only senior on the team right now. So you have a lot of juniors and sophomores and even freshmen on this team who are going to have to step up and be a leading scorer. As St. Benedict's is going to have a substitution, Nick Washington comes into the game, sophomore, 6'7".
I mean, just looking at that free throw line, I mean, I saw about a 5-inch difference between the men on the low block and the men in the middle block in favor of St. Benedict's. I mean, that's just gonna kill Hunterdon later in the game.
Yeah, a lot of these players, even sophomores or freshmen, are 6'7", 6'6".
Oh my goodness!
What a drive there by Jonathan Williams as he starts to show off a little bit of his moves as he fakes one way and then goes the other way to the basket for a layup.
Oh my goodness, he was falling down. He was almost laying on the ground when he put that up. That was so impressive.
I wish we could see that on replay again as he will be going to the line for an and one. As he makes his shot there, Jonathan Williams, a senior on the team, D1 committed, and he will be playing next year for VCU. As Huntington Central gets the ball back, trying to cut into this lead, which is now 8. As John Duval tries to steal the ball, misses, 3-ball missed off the mark, rebounded St. Benedict's prep and taken up the court. As Jonathan Williams takes the ball back, finds an open man, 3-pointer, that's good. And that's Kamar McKnight. And there is another timeout called by Huntington Central, and St. Benedict's takes an 11-point lead, and we'll be back after this 30-second timeout. 5 minutes, 59 seconds to play in this game. Huntington Central with the ball. St. Benedict's up 24-13. St. Benedict's with a full court press now, trying to force some turnovers. Huntington Central moving the ball around good. Oh, and that ball swatted, taken away. Jonathan Williams handling the rock now, as he finds another open McKnight for three, and that's way off.
Wow. I mean, just taking effect how quick Williams got up the floor with that. He made his decision. He did leave his feet, and I hate when players do that because it completely makes them vulnerable to a mistake.
McKnight runs for the ball after a nice pack from Williams, but he cannot finish. There's a three taken off the mark. Williams steals that one, and he's going to slow this tempo down, set up his offense. Barking out calls. Taylor telling them what to do. 4:57 left in this game.
It's just what I'm talking about. I mean, there's a position known as the triple threat. When you catch the ball, you can either dribble, you can either pass, you can either shoot. If you leave your feet, the only thing you can do is either pass or throw up a wild shot.
And Jonathan Williams did a good job of incorporating that into his game just then, as he fakes a shot and then goes to the lane and lays it up for two. Oh, and there's a nice block by Williams. And right there, Osifa tried to pass it to Williams, but it gets off his hands, and Cole Hansen is going to take advantage of that. And there's a timeout by St. Benedict's on the floor. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this. We're back in this game, second quarter, 4:15 left. St. Benedict's up 26-15. And as Trayvon Duval comes up with the ball, and he takes four defenders and gets fouled.
Just getting inside way too easy. And Hunterdon has switched to the 2-3, trying to give themselves a little. They tried the 1-3-1 before. Man was an absolute train wreck in the beginning of the game. They switched to the 1-3-1. Didn't help them at all down low on the rebounding, on second chance points. Now they're trying to 2-3, and they're just driving in between them. I mean, this is completely depicting every part of their defense.
That's right. St. Benedict's, is has a really hard coach, and Mark Taylor, who emphasizes playing the right way on offense instead of being flashy. He wants his team to actually pass the ball around the court and just play simple textbook basketball. And as long as they do everything right on offense, they show that in their record. Mark Taylor, this is his fifth year with the team. They had Dan Hurley before, who went to go on to coach college basketball at Long Island University. Mark Taylor has had a lot of success with this team, going to the national championship every year with this 17 and 14 team right now.
Yeah, Mark Taylor, I mean, he's just a passionate guy. You could see it on the sideline when he's coaching. I mean, when he gets angry, he screams, but his arms are behind the back trying to make him look polite, I mean, he's very animated. He's very passionate. You can see the guy wants to win.
But Mark Taylor, he's got a good job of letting his team believe in what he wants to be done. And everybody on this team, plays for each other, and that's exactly what he wanted. Mark Taylor, I can tell you firsthand from talking to the guy when I was at school that he is a person that cares for every single player on that team and wants them to succeed, and he'll do his best in coaching them. as Huntington Central comes back up with the ball, tries to pass it inside, and there's double teams all over the place. St. Benedict's doing a good job on defense right now in this zone. Oh, and there's a nice backdoor pass.
That was beautiful. That was a defensive collapse, miscommunication down low. Nobody took in effect the backdoor cut, and they just left them wide open for an easy layup.
Huntington Central, one thing you can say about them, their passes are really great, as Trayvon Duval takes a three, and the game is 34-17. Let's say Benedict's is on top right now by 17 points. And there's a three taken in and out. Rebound Benedict's, and they're going to come up the ball. Trayvon Duval hitting on the rock as he takes two defenders, and he's going to miss that. He should have passed the ball there. Huntington Central comes back up the court with it. Oh, and there's a nice steal and pass. And there's a slam by Jonathan Williams. And there's another timeout on the court as Huntington Central is going to take a full timeout, and we're going to be back after this break. Back in this game, 36-17, 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, this is our third game in the Metro Classics. We still have 3 more games to go as St. Benedict's Prep is taking on Huntington Central right now. Both teams trying to move up and improve to one win. St. Benedict's Prep comes into this game at 17-4 as Huntington Central comes into this game at 7-11. Oh, and there's a backdoor pass. And they're going to count that shot.
I can't even blame the Huntington defenders on that one. I was fooled up here. I mean, it looked like he was going up for a hook layup, and then he just flipped it back. I didn't even know he knew he was there.
That was a nice pass right behind the back. Usually behind the back passes. I'm pretty sure he practiced that a couple times before coming here.
I don't think that's a designed play, though.
That was not designed. That was just good recognition of where you know your teammates are. Exactly. As he goes and missed the N1, Huntington Central is going to come back up with the ball with McCarthy passing it to Jeff Dewinski, who puts a nice pass inside, but not good. The rebound, St. Benedict's Prep as McKnight brings up the ball. Passes it to Williams, back to McKnight. McKnight takes a three and way off again as he's 1 for 4, and most of his three-pointers have hit the bottom of the arc as there's a steal. Pass up, and there. Oh, man, and he gets an and one up with the alley-oop.
Oh, there's no way you can defend that. I mean, you're running back on defense. You got 2 guys who are both,
especially if the guy who is dunking the ball is 6 inches taller than you.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I mean, like, you're going back on defense. You're 5'10", and you got 2 guys who are 6'3" and 6'5". I mean, there's just nothing you can defend there. The only way you can do is you can try and foul them hard and make them earn it from the line. But I mean, an alley-oop like that and a foul, I mean, that's just kicking them in the dirt.
As they convert the and one, St. Benedict's is up 41-17 going into the half, as that was just a bad pass right there, and St. Benedict's will get the ball back. But St. Benedict's whole half has only had one foul, which talks about how good they're playing defense and how good they are of not getting any silly errors or holes in their offense and defense.
Well, the best teams in any basketball league play the best defense. Take it to the NBA. You got the Indiana Pacers. You know, they lead the league almost in scoring, but they're one of the best defensive teams in the league. I mean, and then, you know, the Knicks, who are terrible, but they don't play defense anyway. They give up 117 points a game.
That's right.
It goes from the youngest to the biggest level, Kev.
Youngest to the biggest level, but this is exactly where you learn how to play defense. That was a nice steal by Trayvon Duval as McKnight gets the ball back. He barrels his way inside and tries to take on two defenders and gets a foul with 5.9 left in the second quarter. And you look at Huntington Central, and you wouldn't be discouraged if you're this team. They have played a lot of great teams this year. Out of the 18 games that they played, you know, they are playing St. Benedict's today. They have also played a Bridgewater team, which is a pretty good team, and they are going down to East Brunswick to play a 16-5 East Brunswick team. So they're getting a lot of experience against top teams as St. Benedict's rebounds the ball, lays it up, 3 seconds left, and they get fouled again and get a chance to get 2 more points before the end of the half. As there's 1.6 left.
We only say they're a young team. The only thing that they're going to go is up. I mean, the fact that even with a tough schedule, they're able to pull off a 7-11 record probably after today.
That's great.
I mean, that's a fantastic record for a young team that only has a couple of seniors on them.
I mark my words. If this team stays together and plays by each other, and they learn how to play and know each other's tendencies, in 2 years, this team will have close to 20 wins and be up there with the St. Peter's and be up there with the Patrick School or Seton Hall Prep.
You know, the one thing that worries me about them, you got to hit a gym and gain some weight. Get some meat on the bones down low.
As this first half comes to the end, it's 42-17. St. Benedict's Prep on top, and we'll be back for the second half in 10 minutes.
Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University. Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University. Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University. have some of the finest teachers in the country. And then they graduate. Kean University. Where will the next generation of scientists come from? Right here. Kean University. We're creating tomorrow's jobs today. Kean University. Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University. Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University. Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University.
And we are about to start the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, this is the third game in our 6-game Metro Classic tournament. St. Benedict's is taking on Huntington Central right now. St. Benedict's is up 42-17, and they will start with the ball as Trayvon Duval misses the shot there. Rebound, put back. And that's Martinez Casabicious that time. And he's been good rebounding so far. 44-17 right now. Huntington with the ball. 3-point shot off the mark. Save. Nice save that time by Cole Hands. And they get Jeff Dersowick down low.
Good awareness to know where your feet are right before you stop and leave the floor, because if your foot is even on the line, even when you're jumping out of bounds to save it, as long as your foot is on the line when you leave the court, it's out of bounds, even if you're not touching the ball.
He did a good job that time of keeping it inbound and got his team 2 points there. As St. Benedict's will come back with the ball, passing it up the arc. Williams passes it inside. Layup missed, rebounded. Another rebound. Pass inside to Duval. He gets his... Oh, it's a sloppy play going on right now. But St. Benedict's comes out with 2 points.
Well, that was definitely a foul down low. That was absolutely 100% a foul.
And Arnaldo gets the bucket, and they're going to come back the other way. Oh! And that was almost an alley there. And me, you, in the crowd.
Our reactions, right?
Were all exactly at the same time. That was almost a slam there.
That was unbelievable.
And Huntington Central takes a timeout, and that's a full timeout. And we'll be back 46-19 is your score. So we're back after that timeout. It's 6:35 left in this game, in the third quarter, excuse me. And St. Benedict's has the ball up big, 46-19. As they're looking for a shot, passes it to Duval, who tries the floater, doesn't go. 2 rebounds, and there's a putback. And that's Arnaldo Toro that time.
I mean, when you're standing at the rim and you're literally waiting for the ball untouched to come down and just tap it in. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, all 5 players from Huntington were standing around watching as he grabbed that rebound.
They didn't focus on that play, but this time they get an and one on their side. And that was number 24 again, Jeff Dersowick. And he is going to the line. He's been a big scorer for their team so far. Dersowick with 18 points. Actually with 11. Trying to look for his 12th. Didn't get it. And St. Benedict's is going to come back up the court. As Williams has it up top. Back to Duval to Williams. McNair, gets a defender there. Tries to shoot the ball. And he misses. As Huntington is going to pull and make a layup there. And good defense that time by Huntington Central as St. Benedict's try to run on the break. And there's going to be a substitution as McKnight is going to come out and Carl Brown, sophomore, is going to come in. Junior is going to come in. As the ball's going to stay with St. Benedict's. Brown has it up top, gives it to Duval. Back to Brown. And Duval's going to try to pass it inside. And that ball gets taken away by Huntington Central. And Huntington Central gives the ball right back.
And the Huntington's credit right now, they're making it very difficult. I mean, that was not that difficult at all, but they're making it a lot more difficult down low for St. Benedict.
And that time, John Patrick lays up the ball, and St. Benedict's is going to come back up the court. And there's an easy 2 points there by Martinez Quesabicious. And Mark Taylor calls out something from the sideline, and they're going to play zone defense now. As there's a 3 ball off the mark, rebound Williams, and Benedict's comes up the court as he finds Brown on the corner for 3. That's off the mark, and Huntington Central is out and running. And he finds an open man layup. That's good.
Oh, wow, it's an and one.
And that's actually an and one.
That was the softest and one I have ever seen.
I didn't see a foul in that play, but
I thought somebody called the timeout.
yes, I thought it was a timeout too. I thought St. Benedict's was called the timeout, but it's actually an and one. And Jonathan Patrick Sr. is going to go to the line for one more. St. Benedict's up big, 50-25 right now. Don't go anywhere, because after this game, our savior is going to face off next against St. Peter's. And that should be a good game coming up. Both teams ranked high. As Duval takes a 3, in and out, rebound, put back again.
3 chances every time. 3 chances. Box out.
There's no boxing out going on Huntington Central's side. And the offensive rebounds, if you check the stats after this game, might be immense for St. Benedict's prep.
I can tell you one thing. Regardless of how many offensive rebounds they have, it's a lot more than the amount of defensive rebounds that Central Huntington has.
Huntington Central is going to make a substitution here, and number 2, Pat Clare, sophomore, junior, is going to come in the game and replace number 1, Miles Thomas. St. Benedict's to the line for 2, drains the first one and drains the second. Huntington Central with the ball, 3:56 remaining in the third quarter. Oh, and Huntington Central trying to get flashy there and loses the ball. And Ronaldo Toro steals it and lays it up for 2. Huntington Central with the ball now, and there's another steal by Duval behind the back pass to Williams. Almost goes out of bounds. And Williams is going to set this offense up. Gets a screen. Takes it between 2 defenders. And he gets a putback by Nick Washington.
It just gets more and more sloppy every time they come down the court. Defensively and offensively. Another careless pass right there.
And there's another steal. This time, Duval.
Oh,
And he goes, tomahawks it. And John Williams with the assist. And there's another timeout by Huntington Central. It's 58-28, 3 minutes left, and we'll be back after this. So that was a quick timeout, and we are back in the third quarter. It's 3 minutes and 4 seconds left. Huntington Central will be with the ball, and they're down by 30 as they try to attempt a long pass, and it gets through, and they're going to get, it's a block on the play.
Count that. Gotta count that. I mean, it's goaltending if the ball's pressed up against the backboard and the hand at the same time.
So what initially looked like a block will end up called a goaltend, and Huntington Central is going to get 2 points. St. Benedict's trying to work this 1-3 zone as there's a 3-shot and made by Josh Cologne. And there is a foul by Josh Cologne. It is 61-30, and Huntington Central tries another long pass, and that goes off the mark. St. Benedict's comes up the floor. Oh, nice layup, doesn't go. Cologne spots up for 3 again, and he hits another one. And it's now 64-30. There's a 3-pointer attempted. In and out. Nice rebound and putback by Pat Clare, who checked into the game a couple minutes ago. As St. Benedict's has the ball back. There's a shot taken, in and out, rebounded Huntington Central. And Huntington Central will take a 3 here, off the mark, rebound Cologne, and Williams will run this one up.
No, they're not bad at the 3. I've said it before, they're not bad at the 3. It's just when they don't hit them, they don't hit them.
Jonathan Cologne coming in this game and hitting 3 for 3-pointers. Just came in 2 minutes ago and already has 9 points. As Huntington Central comes back up the court. Oh, and there's a nice move.
Oh, what a little hop step, right? A little hop step. Putting the moves on in the lane, putting an eye off the glass. Beautifully done.
Well, it's better than me. The only time I could do that is in 2K, NBA.
I can't even do that in 2K, NBA. I don't even know how to spell hop step.
As there will be a foul on the play and no basket. And there is a foul on Huntington Central, and the ball will stay with St. Benedict's. So if you're just joining us here, this is our third game of the Metro Classic, and this is St. Benedict's versus Huntington Central. St. Benedict's trying to get to 18 wins on the season, as Cologne shoots another 3, but that one hits front iron. And we're in a minute of this third quarter. And there's another long pass. And it's hit and knocked out of bounds. Now, you look at Huntington Central's schedule. After this game, they have North Huntington. Then they have Hillsborough, Franklin, and East Brunswick. Now, they will be able to finish one game out of 500 if they can go on and win this game, as there is a layup missed on the other end.
No, that was supposed to be a dunk. If that happens sometimes, it looks bad when it happens, but I mean, he just lost control of the ball. He just lost control of the ball on the way up.
Yeah, just a lack of concentration there, as an easy 2 points turned into a missed opportunity for St. Benedict's Prep, as they have the ball. And it's 25 seconds left in this third half as St. Benedict's passes it. And Williams is going to take this himself, try to lay up, put back by himself over 2 defenders. And there's another offensive rebound for St. Benedict's as there's 5 seconds left. 4, down to 3, off front iron, down to 2. He shoots it up. And that hits front iron, and that's the end of the third quarter. And your score is 69-34 with 1 more quarter to play. St. Benedict's up big. So we get ready to start this fourth quarter, and St. Benedict's is up in this third game of the Metro Classic, 69-34. Huntington Central will start with the ball.
Oh, it's just been, can't really say. It's been a flat-footed outing for Huntington. I mean, they've been out-rebound, out-hustled, outplayed, outmanned, outshot. I mean, I can't honestly depict one area where they've been playing better.
But you look at Huntington Central, and they have been playing with two freshmen as their starters, and they're going against an experienced team right now. As Cologne shoots a three, that's off the mark, and Huntington Central is out and running, and there's a nice pass, doesn't go, put back good for Huntington Central, and that's Christian Shaw, freshman, with the putback. St. Benedict's comes back in this game, and they are being tested with the zone defense right now. As Trayvon Duval takes two defenders, and he shoots for two. And it's 71-36 now. And believe it or not, we hear a lot of stories about how good St. Benedict's basketball team is, but they did have a 2-26 losing record back in 2001. So this was a team who once started at a standstill too. So
started at the bottom.
Every team has one of those seasons where they have to play from behind. St. Benedict's at one time, before Mark Taylor got here, they had a 14-13 record, and we were getting steamrolled by a lot of teams. So, 7-11 looks like a good record, especially when you have a varsity team full with freshmen who are supposed to be playing at a JV level or a freshman level, if that. So, even though St. Benedict's is up big in this game, they're getting a lot of experience. These freshmen get a lot of experience, and this should help them next year when they play and start over their season. St. Benedict's at the line right now. Have missed a couple. And Martinez is at the line. As he goes 1 for 2. And Trayvon Gross checks in for St. Benedict's Prep. With 6 minutes left. And Huntington Central will try to move this ball around and get the ball inside. They have had good ball movement this whole game, as there's a shot off front iron and missed, and St. Benedict's Prep will come back up with the ball. Trayvon Duval passes it, nice pass inside, block.
Oh.
There's a block on the play. Huntington Central comes next side, and they're going to go to the line with a foul. There was a nice block on that play.
Yeah, it's a nice little way to brighten the mood for your team. Big play like that. I mean,
yeah, I've seen some good things from them during this game. Huntington Central, a good ball movement is one thing, and some of these passes we've seen have been right on the money.
I'll tell you what, I'm giving Huntington Central a lot of credit for about half of the third quarter. And keep in mind, I'm not giving them that much credit, but that was the only point in the game. The 4 minutes, half of the beginning half of the third quarter, they really started boxing out. They played well in between. They had an 8-0 run to start the second half, and it really impressed me. I thought that they had made a few adjustments, but it just shows you how good Mark Taylor is in making adjustments of his own and finding a new way to cut it into the middle.
And even now, up big, he's still changing around his defensive scheme and telling and running plays for his team to run. So that just shows, the kind of coach he is to try to play to the last very second of a game. As Jonathan Williams, nice pass inside, but not a good finish that time by Osifa. And that ball's going to go out of bounds.
At this point, you can't, like I said this the first game, I believe. These aren't the stats that really I would take down. I mean, these are, you're trying to make something happen, throw the ball up if it goes in. I mean, if you're double teamed and you try to split them to go to a layup and you get blocked, I mean, you know what, you're trying. I mean, you're figuring out what might not work, what you can do, what you can't do. I mean, these are the things that practice can't teach you. The moments in these games where now you're playing against a team who's trying against you. It's not practicing against your own teammates where you might be joking around.
And there's a block on the play, and St. Benedict's is going to come up and try to get flashy there and give up the ball. Huntington Central is going to have the ball. Good ball movement. There's a shot on the way, in and out. St. Benedict's the rebound, 3:51 in the game. Oh, and almost a nice pass from half court there, but didn't go. And we're going to see some substitutions come in. As number 24, Nick Washington comes in. Josh Colon comes in. And Alonzo Toro comes in the game for St. Benedict's Prep. And right now, you see Mike Taylor on the sideline coaching his teams. As they give up the ball again, there's a pass, almost gave away, and St. Benedict's finds an open man, three-pointer off the mark, gave back to Jonathan Williams, shot on the way, no good, in and out, another offensive rebound, and putback is in. You talked a little bit about getting heavier and getting bigger in the weight room for Huntington Central, and it seems to be the case since they have given up so many offensive rebounds on this board because the St. Benedict's players are a couple pounds bigger than them.
I'll tell you what, height's not everything. I mean, right now I see some guys who look about 160, maybe 6'2", right, on Hunterdon, and they're going up against guys who are 6'5". I'll give you those 3 inches if I can match up my weight against you because it's not all about height. Reach is a lot about rebounding, but the ability to use your weight to push the other man out of there, you need to have that weight, though. And I was 130 pounds my freshman year of high school, and by junior year I was 150. So, I mean, the 10, 15 pounds, they make a lot of difference. It'll be a lot easier how much more you can move.
And there is a full timeout on this play, and we'll be back after this short break. .239 left in this game. St. Benedict is going to have the ball, and they're up big 79-43. And after that break, Mark Taylor was talking to his team about why they were giving the ball up so much, which goes back to show how he still coaches even though he's up by a lot. There's a three by St. Benedict's, rebound, and there's a putback. Nick Washington with that shot there. And St. Benedict's up by 38 right now. 2 minutes left in the game. And Huntington Central is trying to hold on and until the end. As there's a 3-shot way off the mark, but he gets fouled by Nick Washington on the play.
He's got 3 shots at the line, and that's a way to
take a foul and still shoot the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
no, if you
This is what they should have been doing the entire game, working their way to the line, regardless of wherever it's coming from. But getting points on the board without having to run with them. You don't have to use your size. Drive in, draw a foul, get them in foul trouble. Then the next thing you know, whenever they're being too aggressive on a press, while pressing you, you get a one-on-one out of it. You get points with the clock running, and they could have had another 20, maybe 25 points.
That's right. If St. Benedict's holds on to win this game, they'll be 18-4. But they do not. This is only one of the few challenges they have as Huntington steals the ball there, as they have lost to a lot of top contenders in Virginia. They have lost to a St. Peter's team who has won 16 in a row, trying to win 17 now. And St. Benedict's has lost to a Roselle Catholic. So they are a beatable team, especially since they have turned the ball over so many times, as St. Benedict's hits a three there. That was Carl Brown.
That's what I love about St. Benedict's. Every single person on their team touched the ball on that possession, and they found the best shot possible.
We were going through an age last year and the year before where when we were at the school, they were calling this team one of the most unselfish teams that we've had, because everybody was able to touch the ball and get shots up. And you see this is a balanced attack by St. Benedict's. They have at least two players in double digits, but everybody else who's been on the floor has touched the ball, has got some shots up, and has gotten some points on the board. Which what makes a great team when you especially have a balanced scoring and defensive balanced out attack. As Nick Washington is at the line and he hits one, he's going for a second with only 53 seconds left in this game. Don't go anywhere, because we have another game, 3 more games coming up in this Metro Classic tournament, as our savior is going against St. Peter's Prep, who has won 16 in a row. 35 seconds left in the game. There's a shot on the wing. Won't go. Rebounded. Ran back up by Washington. Gives it to Cologne, who shoots a floater, which goes in, and there's 20 seconds left. And I would think that Huntington Central would try to chuck up another shot or give this ball away. Central gets up another shot, and that's in. A good way to end the game. With 5 seconds left to go, St. Benedict's wins big, 88-48 by 40, and Mark Taylor's team improves to 18-4 on the season. Like I said, don't go anywhere. We have 3 more games left in the Metro Classic. This is one of the few games that we have left. St. Benedict's wins big here, 88-48. I am Kevin Henry alongside Dennis Bruzy.
creating tomorrow's jobs today. Kean University. Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University. Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University. Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University. Some of the finest teachers in the country. And then they graduate. Kean University. Where will the next generation of scientists come from? Right here. Kean University. you tomorrow's jobs today. Kean University. Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University. Why do we like it here? Let's just say the reasons are diverse. Kean University. Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kean University. We have some of the finest teachers in the country. And then they graduate. Kean University. Where will the next generation of scientists come from? Right here. Kean University.
welcome back everybody for the fourth game of our 6-tuplet header between Our Savior New American and St. Peter's Prep from Jersey City. St. Peter's comes in 20-2, ranked number 11 in New Jersey basketball. Our Savior New American coming from New York, ranked number 6 in New York State. However, they have lost 3 of their last 5. They're 13-3 on the year, including